Hey, happy Friday, everybody. It is August 1st, and where has the summer gone? Well, I've been gone for a week on my North American tour that took me from Washington, D.C. all the way up to Vancouver, British Columbia. And I have to say that bargain days in the Great White North are history. That's right, the Canadian dollar, also known as the loonie, is now worth more than the American greenback. This is unheard of. Our dollar has always been worth more than theirs. But now with the exchange rate, things are more expensive in Canada. This means that we, as Americans, are going to have to start purchasing our prescription drugs in Mexico. Well, a lot of things happened while I was gone. Here are the best stories I found. Our first three stories answer the question, so why do you call us cheeseheads, eh? It's well known that I tend to poke fun at our neighbors to the north in Wisconsin from time to time, but if you ask me, they bring it on themselves. Here are three stories to prove my point. First one takes us to Sheboygan, Wisconsin, where Jeffrey Holm Jr. was arrested this week after people complained about his dancing. Yeah, his dancing. He was attending an outdoor festival, I guess it was Bratapalooza or something, and people complained that he was dancing rather bizarrely. It was described as a cross between a seizure and Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld. Well, when police approached him, they noticed a strong odor of marijuana. Gosh, what are the odds? And they searched him and found a pipe and marijuana in his pants pocket. Which answers the age-old question, hey, is that a pipe in your pocket, or are you just a bad dancer? Elsewhere in the Dairy State, Robert Zellner was fired from his job as a science teacher at Cedarburg High School. Cedarburg, home of the Fighting Shoe Trees. I don't know if that's right, it just kind of was funny to me. Anyhow, he was fired from his job for watching pornography on his work computer in 2005. For less than a minute on a Sunday. Now, if you ask me, when a teacher goes into work on a Sunday to watch porn for about 60 seconds, he is strictly doing research for his theory on the speed of something or other. Finally, in Milwaukee, Keith Waldenowski was arrested for shooting his lawn boy. No, not the kid that cuts his grass, his lawn boy lawnmower. Apparently he got a little frustrated when the lawnmower wouldn't start for him, so he decided to teach it a lesson by pumping it full of lead. Police came and they arrested him for felony possession of an illegal weapon. The lawn boy, unfortunately, suffered mortal wounds and had to be recycled. So here's a little lesson to you kids out there. You know, don't shoot your lawnmower if it won't start. Try to reason with it first. All right, let's move out of the Dairy State and down to Houston, Texas, where Darrell Lane Norris escaped from jail, specifically the Waller County Jail this week. He did it by losing weight. He lost so much weight that he was able to slip through the air conditioning vent, which is about a foot wide. And so he wiggled through there, popped out on the other side, all 130 pounds of him. And he got away. Police later found him in a motel swimming pool where he had stopped to take a dip. And when they went to apprehend him, he tried to get away, but they simply pulled the plug on the pool and he was sucked down the drain. Finally, in Wellington, New Zealand, Judge Rob Murfitt decided that a girl's name should be changed. That's right, he renamed a girl who was given the name at birth Tallulah Does the Hula from Hawaii. That's the name her parents gave her. And apparently people do name their kids weird things in New Zealand, but you have to get those names registered. And a lot of strange names get registered, such as Number 16 Bus Shelter. That's a kid's name down there. But they reject a few names also. They have rejected in the past the names Fish and Chips, Keenan Got Lucy, and Sex Fruit. You can't name your kids that in New Zealand. Those names, however, ironically, are very popular in Wisconsin. Hey, that's all I have for you this week, but remember, the Olympics in Beijing start 1 week from today. And even as we speak, 3 billion Chinese are standing in their yards with their little fans, fanning away, trying to clear out the smoke and pollution so they have blue skies. We'll see you next week. USA! USA! USA!